Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind commentary. And today I'm reacting to Bronies React Season 7 premiere from ACRacebest. Now this is a bit later than usual for these videos. Usually I get on these pretty soon after they're released, but this one, yeah, it's a couple weeks after. And that's just because there was something that I wanted to get some feedback on first, and that was that I heard that there was a Samurai Jack spoiler in the video, and currently I'm doing Samurai Jack reactions, going through the entire series, all 5 seasons, and I just wanted to check with the people watching my Samurai Jack videos first to make sure that the spoiler in the video here wasn't something too critical that would really just ruin my reactions or something, because I really had no way of knowing. I mean, they could just be cutting in randomly with, here's how Jack kills Aku or whatever, but no, apparently, yeah, it's just a, they just talk about or bring up a character from Season 5, and it's not really that big a deal, and I'll probably just forget by the time I even get there in the series, because I'm still on Season 1. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go for this, and I think everything will be fine. I am excited to see this video, though I do notice it's over an hour, which seems kind of weird to me. I guess it's talking about the first 2 episodes here, even though only the first one is really the premiere this time, because they're completely separate stories. So, yeah. I mean, it would have to be that way. You can't really... There's no way to get an hour out of just that first episode. I mean, it does have some things to talk about. Celestia is great and really makes the episode, but, yeah, there's no way. This has to be the first 2. And even then, though, it kind of seems a bit weird, because it's not really like a big story. It's not like the Season 6 finale or anything like that, where there's so much to get into. It's just like 2 average episodes. I mean, All Bottled Up is a above average episode, but I mean, they're just like normal episodes. But, yeah, considering that, it just feels like this is longer than it needs to be. I'm sure it'll be fun. These are always fun. They always get amusing people in there to give their thoughts and opinions towards the episodes, and it's usually great. So, I'm sure this will be great as well. Anyway, not much more to say, so let's just go ahead and get this started. Okay, and here we go. And we got a beat. Okay, and we're starting with him. Viva Reverie. Yeah. Those are some moves, I guess.
Yeah, boy. I'm mean, I'm green, and I'm a dancing machine. But none of those are relevant right now because I'm recording for Bronies React. No, the mean one, that might be relevant because I'm not usually the nicest to these episodes. So, hey,
I don't know. He doesn't really come across as one of the harsher ones to me.
Just jump right in.
Mostly because it always seems like he's at least having fun with it.
Welcome to the React Bronies. We watch
the React Bronies.
Equestrian thingies. Thanks for stopping by, partner.
Wow, not awkward at all.
What? Is there a new episode out?
Now let's get this started.
And these guys, cool.
Season 7 of My Little Pony.
They're usually pretty funny.
I know that everyone's been waiting with bated breath for my opinion.
I kind of went from like some pompous old British lady to droopy dog.
Yeah,
here we go again.
I guess you kind of did.
Season 7 proved to be a better season than Season 6? Or are we on the same slope we were going
Season
last
6 was pretty
year?
good.
Guess who's back?
Oh,
back again.
Glad to see her.
Ladies and gentlemen,
she's
we've
always
been waiting
great.
a long time for this, and it's finally here. The 2nd season of Rick and Morty. We didn't think it was going to happen.
So my New Year's resolution
I thought we
was
were
to
waiting
give
for the
Starlight
3rd
Glimmer
season of Rick and Morty.
a chance.
Ladies and
Pretty sure we
gentlemen,
already got the
I've
2nd.
really been looking forward to this. Kind of had mixed feelings about the previous seasons, but now that they're finally making a movie, I can't wait to see the Power Rangers.
An open slate. a plate with no pudding. But that's only because Kelly Sheridan's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gabriel Brown, otherwise known as Black Griffin, spelled with a 0. I have terrible hair, and this is Bronies React to Season 7.
Yeah, his hair
Episode
does
1
look worse than
of
usual
My Little
here.
Pony, Equestria Girls.
Don't think this is Equestria Girls. There we go.
What? No. That was the last Bronies React.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. Wow.
Why do I suddenly feel like I want to play guitar? Dang it!
That's just weird. Oh, that's nice. I see that Rainbow and Rarity
Much better.
right next to each other.
Okay, Rainbow, you ready? You ready?
Season 7 premiere. Trixie. Those eyes. Nice. I saw that. Going with our relevant memes.
What's up?
The ceiling.
Hi, Starlight.
Wow.
They say first impressions are everything, and from what I'm seeing, the first thing I see in this episode is welcome to the main six isn't here. This is the Starlight Glimmer Show now. Have fun.
Oh, I still can't believe my friends and I are getting medals of honor.
I expected her to say married for some reason.
We've all been waiting
That would be a
for it.
twist.
Have you seen the shipping art?
Medals of honor. Wait, what?
As a military member, I am triggered by this. No, you cannot receive a Medal of Honor, damn it. Fun fact, the highest award that a civilian in the United States can receive is the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Wasn't that the More You Know theme?
No.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
like
hang on. Let me try it again.
Windows PC or something. Or
Medals of honor.
yeah.
Are you kidding? You totally deserve it.
Spike, Twilight said to shush. You can't do anything right.
You total. Oh my gosh, darling. Are you serious? I mean, girlfriend, come on, please.
After all, you saved Equestria from Queen Chrysalis with the help of Trixie and Thorax.
And Larry and Mark and Harpo.
Curly and Curly Jefferson.
It's okay, Spike. I also forgot what happened in the finale.
Let's do this podcast style. Hey, we're recording. Didn't really think. So it's basically every Bronies React for me. I point the camera, I hit record, and I send Race 2 hours of footage, 2 minutes of which is actually usable, 1 minute of which he actually uses, 20 seconds of which is decent, 5 seconds of which is funny.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I know what happened. I was kind of there.
Quiet, Starlight. He's not talking to you. He's refreshing our memory for the new season.
It's almost like you said that exclusively to inform the people who didn't see the last episode. That's cheeky.
Is like Twilight going through her porn stash in the back? What's going on?
Her fanfiction comes out on FimFiction next week. You don't have to be looking for it in there.
So, what are you wearing?
Nothing, my dude.
It's like Spike's calling the sex hotline.
Nothing?
No, that's a
Because they're
thought.
Always wearing nothing.
Oh, come on. That only works on a sex phone line, Spike. It doesn't work when you're face to face with someone.
More than one of them thought of it.
Quite clearly naked.
Isn't it funny how, like,
Oh.
when the horses wear
Got
clothes,
even more
it actually
people.
makes them look more naked, if you think about it? Because, like, okay, like, if you just see a regular horse, it's like, okay, yeah, there's Twilight back there. Oh, whatever. But if she's just wearing, you add Twilight in socks, and it's just like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
I think a lot of fan artists have noticed that. Wow.
Please
Okay.
say nothing.
Not sure.
Oh!
It's like Rarity always says. There's no such thing as overdressed, darling.
Apparently, there's also no such thing as underdressed because they're always nude.
There is such a thing as over-imitation, because I think we've had that same joke several different times now. And now we have Spike, Twilight did it, Rainbow Dash did it, and I wouldn't be surprised if Pinkie Pie did it at some point.
I think it's mostly Rainbow Dash. Oh, Pinkie's done it too.
Spike is doing an impression of Rarity. Fantastic. That must have been really fun in the booth.
Looking real good, Spike. Looking real good.
You know, Spike, if your Spike things go limp like that, I think there's a pill for that.
Also, that's normally not what our rarity says. It usually has to do with alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you looking
They have a
at?
rarity?
No, don't look!
Your ass!
No, don't look. Don't look.
Aussie, he's got a crush on her, just like at me. Just like.
What are you looking at?
Get over here! Bye!
Cause there was a spider there, but it's gone now.
You are a wuss. But to be fair, I'm saying that as an Australian, where spiders are kind of they're just roommates.
She had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure Spike. Yes, she had no idea that you were acting weird. 'Cause you always act weird.
We're a good team, Sparkle.
Sparkle?
How dare you call me by my last name?
Sparkle? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I am your superior officer.
Okay, for some reason, I'm just hearing Ashi saying that when Samurai Jack got his sword back.
Okay,
Sparkle.
and there it is.
I don't know, that just popped into my head hearing that voice. Love you, Tara.
I'm trying to think of like the other Bronies. What's up, Jack? What's up, Pie? What's up, Itty?
Sparkle! It's Princess Twilight, Spike. Come on, you should know this by now. Now off to the dungeon with you. You know the rules. They're good friends. Shut up!
I want this present to say, I'm so proud of you, both as a mentor and a friend.
And a potential love interest that we can't make canon because of the rating of this show.
Don't think so. I don't really get any
Equestria is safer
Twilight,
thanks to you?
Starlight
It's a bit of an
vibes.
understatement considering there wouldn't be an Equestria had she not helped save it.
Maybe
Starlight has enough other
I don't
options.
think the mirror will say all that.
Trixie.
Yeah, Spike, I like getting cards too.
Wow.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, it definitely doesn't say, oh, here's a mirror. I don't think you're a narcissist at all. No, not like Trixie.
The first thing she'll see when she wakes up is herself surrounded by all her friends.
First thing she wakes up and sees is herself surrounded by all her friends. Oh, that's actually quite a sweet present.
I don't understand. What's up with all the like weeaboo anime eyes? Like, look at Twilight down here. It's not the same style as the show. Like, you can see her eyes right there for reference. I mean, it's cool, I guess. They have a different style, but it's just kind of like, were you guys tripping out on cocaine that day, or?
Wow.
Look at that. Fall Weather Friends. The episode that got me into the show.
Apparently, Twilight is vain enough to Photoshop everybody's blemishes out of their photos, or in this case, their outlines.
Discord and Celestia. I ship it!
Nah.
Oh, I get it. She's gonna get her a mirror, and then when she's
Flutter
asleep,
cord
she's
is
gonna
better.
tattoo that sentence on her forehead, so that when she wakes up in the morning and looks in the mirror, she sees it. Of course, it's gonna have to be the mirror image of it, but I'm sure she'll appreciate it. I'm sure she'll love it. Honestly, I mean, I love it when my friends do that to me. It's frustrating to have to put makeup on my forehead all the time, but it's big enough. I mean, you can fit a whole dictionary on this forehead. My mom calls it a 5-head.
Is her party planning billed by the hour or second?
Pinkie Pie has gotten like so used to throwing parties now that she just does it in a click of a finger. I mean, well, click of hooves.
You know what? Using in-universe logic, I think Pinkie Pie would legitimately be the best ruler for Equestria, exclusively because her fourth wall breaking abilities could just get shit done.
Yeah?
Am I wrong for thinking that?
I wonder if she's
I can
also
see it.
like in charge of like the funerals.
Oh, that's a grim thought.
Pony, my little pony.
Let's just skip the intro, because we all know they're not changing anything except like adding a few characters at the end splash screen.
Mm-hmm.
My little pony, my little pony.
Yeah, that's, quite a few views on that video. That is impressive, though.
That wasn't even that hard. I don't want to be too good at that, because I don't need those lungs. donate my lungs to somebody else.
Oh, the logo.
New logo. I think they used this on some toys for a while, but it's nice to see in the show.
See over there? My little purple. Friendship is purple.
You'd think I would be sick of this opening by now. And you would be right.
Yeah, 7 seasons, they finally changed this shit up.
Hooray!
Woohoo! Konnichiwa, Datsun, Yamaha.
There's a walrus in my pants.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's something else.
Thank you.
Black Griffin could learn something from you.
Yeah, how to build armor.
Starlight, Trixie, Thorax.
R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and not Chewbacca.
Wait. Why is Cadence not up there? She's just like sitting over to the side here, just standing with shining armor.
Mm-hmm.
Doing something.
And Discord.
Starlight, Trixie, Thorax, and Discord.
That the bonds of friendship, no matter how unlikely.
Oh, it's the confetti ponies from the season 6 finale.
Look at all the changelings. They're all so colourful and cute. I know one of the lads, though, reacting is going to be like, I don't like the look of the changelings.
It's the bad unicorn OC wing butt.
I kind of like them. I think they're cool.
I don't think I can ever get used to the new changeling design. They look even worse alongside ponies.
Yeah, that was
Marmite. It's very Marmite.
Do you think
good
the
prediction
changelings actually like
for
their new
her there.
designs? So they're like, oh, I love, like, I kind of like being this spiky black-haired pony thing with sharp teeth and claws and shit like that. Now I look like I freaking digivolved into that thing from Princess Mononoke with the, you know what I'm talking about, the deer thing in the woods. You know what I'm talking, like, I don't know, like, if I was one of these changelings and then they were like,
Starlight's boyfriend's in the audience.
No.
Yo.
No boyfriends for
We're
Starlight.
dealing with now because, you know, we got love in our hearts. We don't got to eat it from other people. It's just, I ain't digging it, dudes.
No matter how unlikely.
I don't want to sound sexist or anything, but I am kind of excited to see some females wrote this episode. I feel like some of the best writing has come from the female writers for the show, like Amy Keenan-Rogers or M.A. Larson.
By stopping Queen Chrysalis.
Okay, that was an image.
Stop Queen Chrysalis. They just delayed Queen Chrysalis.
We use toothpaste to glue our bums together.
Uh-huh.
Discord!
Mom, quiet!
A really bad costume. Everybody can tell it's you, Celestia.
Proud and honored to give them the equestrian pink hearts of courage.
Is that like a purple heart?
Proud and honored to give them Hasbro merchandise.
So you make the logo purple and the title screen purple and even the pillow purple, but the purple heart you turn into the pink heart and give it to a male Draconequus. I don't see a problem with that.
That's a stupid name. They could have called them the Equestrian Fuchsia Hearts of Kicking Flank.
Oh, shoot! Now I see why Animated James stopped doing those. Sarah?
What?
Nothing.
What did you just
Nothing.
do?
Nothing.
What did you just do to the table?
That's honestly pretty impressive.
Did your cranium fucking do that?
Ew. Something about Discord's head popping off and then he puts the metal on.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I don't know. Some phobia got triggered there, man. Ugh.
That's really unsettling.
I bet you thought I was going to make a head joke here.
Oh my goodness, only Discord.
So I guess if Discord goes evil again, decapitating him just won't work.
No.
I hate how easily this is going to turn into a sex joke.
Okay, I'm getting comedy back. I'm really trying to hold off saying what I'm thinking, but I'm pretty sure one of the rest of the cast got this, alright? So one of y'all please say it, and none of y'all do, I'll be severely disappointed.
Again, with the horns and the sweat and the tight fit, RD, you take over.
Oh, Luna can't seem to get it to fit, huh? Nickel for every time.
Yeah.
What?
You can't be making those kind of... Well, okay, you could totally make those jokes.
Why?
I mean, that's kind of dirty. I mean, won't fit in the hole?
What?
That was a sex joke, right?
No, I was talking about when you get the blocks and you got the circle block and you're trying to get it in.
Wow.
The circle hole, but it... doesn't fit. And you're like, fuck! It turns out it's a square. You gotta put the square in the square hole.
Luna's really trying to force it in him. Through him. On him. Excuse me.
Luna trying to put on that necklace reminds me of those 2 horseshoe puzzle things where there's only a specific way to take it apart.
Oh, no, not quite. All right, there it is. Yay!
What are they watching?
So if you zoom the camera in just right on Luna's face with the same like dialogue that's going on, it looks completely dirty and it's actually wonderful.
Next episode,
I believe it.
Pie narrates something that's happening off screen. A birth.
Now try and take that metal off.
Haha, you gotta saw off your horns to get it off now.
You know, Luna, you could have saved him all the embarrassment and just, like, poofed it on him.
Okay, how did that work?
Yeah.
Is it a rubber band?
We are so proud of you all.
Who all? The audience now? Are they proud of the audience? We're just proud of everyone. Good job, everybody.
Final.
Oh man, I just love beats, dude. God, dubstep is my only personality trait.
Still not voiced, Hasbro. I mean, just get on the horn with no whacking. It's not that hard.
Vinyl, because fan service is just in this show now. And also, is that Andy Price? Oh my god,
I guess
it
it
Andy
is.
Price. That's one of the comic writers. That's pretty neat.
Sweetie Belle's dancing with Spike. Wasn't that a ship back in like season 1?
Why in the heck is Scootaloo standing on the dessert table talking to Rainbow Dash? Because everybody knows that chicken is an entree.
Why is Scootaloo standing on the table?
Wow.
Get off the table, young filly. Goodness
Chicken
gracious,
jokes
how
never
it costs you
stop.
nothing.
It was the great and powerful Trixie's pleasure to save you from your imminent doom.
Well, you know, Trixie, it kept me from having to watch another one of your shows.
I would rather not be saved by Trixie just so she doesn't brag to my face about it.
You know, after all this time, I realize I still hate Trixie. No, bad character.
No, she's become pretty awesome.
Hold up there, Starlight. Just a minute. I don't think Celestia would be too happy with you muscling in on her Draconicus.
It was amazing.
Fluttershy's Travatus.
I like the voice of that changeling.
It was amazing.
Oh,
Ew, yuck.
pretty good impression there.
Apparently
That's to be
our
expected
voices
from her,
don't
though.
change, even though our entire physique has totally turned into a vanilla peach ice cream cone unicorn.
We're changelings and we have to talk different so we're not like the ponies.
So, like, all of us are just gonna sound like this, aren't we? That's pretty weird.
Hold on, time out. I don't think I've once seen a single toy about the new changeling design. Have they put that in production or what?
No one's ever stood up to Chrysalis like that.
Fuck me, right?
I need to go sandpaper my throat after having 6 Barbaros.
This pony's horn has a horn. That's a double unicorn. All the way across!
I just did what any pony would have done.
I put the elements of harmony in my butt.
It's a wonderful feeling,
Okay.
isn't it? Watching your students shine the way you always knew they could.
Aw.
Isn't it a wonderful feeling? Shame I haven't felt that.
My cheeks are sore. I don't think I've ever smiled this much in my life.
I can only imagine what that feels like.
Really? Wink at her.
Celestia winked because she also knows what it's like to have her cheeks sore. Her butt cheeks.
Remember where you came from,
Okay.
you lowly scum.
That reminds me of the Who's Line I did just the other day because I had to hold an expression where I was smiling the whole time and it actually hurt.
So I kind of have to laugh at this part because Twilight here is voiced by Tara Strong, and Tara Strong is currently voicing Ashi in the new season of Samurai Jack.
Okay.
So
Bringing this up
switch the
again,
voices
so it
around.
was...
It's pretty funny.
My cheeks are sore.
Hold it! Now, I'm gonna give you a quick anatomy lesson. So here's the thing. When we say our cheeks hurt from smiling so much, that's because they get pushed back. These are where your cheeks are. Your mouth pushes them back. When you see one of the horses do it, it's different because their mouth goes up into like up here. This is not where their cheeks are. Their cheeks are over here under their eyes. So therefore, that term works well with humans, does not work well with ponies.
I guess so. But you might just be overthinking it a bit there.
That's very tentacly.
Her destiny falls squarely
Yeah.
into your haunches.
That's a disease, right?
Haunches?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you get when you eat too many Cool Ranch Doritos.
I've planned enough friendship lessons to cover the next 3 years.
I have enough friendship lessons to keep this series going until 2020.
Twilight is like well prepared.
Same way Celestia set you on a path that eventually made you a princess.
And then you became everyone's least favorite character when you fell in love with 2 different guys. And a girl.
She just won a medal.
Okay, I don't remember that happening, but
When did they stop using Celestia's name in vain?
Honestly, being in the military, it doesn't take a lot to win a medal. I got a medal for sitting on a boat for a year.
So, how's the whole ruling a kingdom thing going?
I beheaded 3 traitors already.
Good.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay? Millions have died of starvation. There are constant uprisings with rebellions all over the place. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't ask to be in charge, and I realized that a monarchy is the worst form of government right now, but yet you guys kind of imposed this on me, so I guess it's good as it can be.
The wings are kind of like a ladybug.
Overwhelming, but we're adjusting.
Hold it. So, remember last episode, right, where Thorax turned into a magical fucked up rainbow deer thing? Cool. Okay, so if you remember that episode, you
it's hard to
that he
forget.
stopped talking and turned all of his interactions into like nods and shakes or whatever because they didn't want him talking anymore. Well, they made him speak here and he just has a normal voice. So
yeah, I thought that was kind of weird too.
And why did you make him not talk at the end of the end of last season's episode if you're just gonna make him talk with his normal voice this time? Busted.
I guess they just hadn't decided yet.
Whoa, what? You can't have friendship without makeouts?
Obviously not. Did you see what happened?
I actually kind of dig the voices for the... I don't know what we call them anymore.
I think there's still changelings.
Rarity's like,
Yeah, they just didn't have her talk in this episode.
You freaky bug thing!
You know, this confuses me because me and Tyler Snowflake are very, very good friends, but never once have we painted each other's toes.
What you talking about? I give all my friends makeovers. Next is ACRacebest.
Oh. Okay, that's a look.
But I'm nosy and I want to hear.
I don't know. That cracked me up.
I love how much of an ass Discord's being right now.
Am I the only one here who wanted Discord to break out into the Humpty Dance?
Excuse me?
Wow.
He's got a human nose. Who knows where that came from?
Oh.
Thorax was wearing the glasses. Oh, so cute.
You are the weirdest looking character. Your eyes are staring into my soul.
Yeah?
Back every pony. I have a unicorn. I'm not afraid to use it.
Twilight was just about to reveal her grand master plan for you.
It's like Discord wants them to kiss. Look how close they are to each other.
Yeah, that is pretty close.
Fairly interested.
Stop being a jerk!
I mean, I'm not too opposed to Starlight and Twilight. I just don't really see it.
And then it will die.
Good plan, best plan.
From the way you're sweating, you definitely do have a plan.
You too, Discord.
What's her problem? Discord's clearly a better character than... Oh, that's her problem. She knows it.
I appreciate that they still don't apparently like each other publicly. But we all know what happens behind the scenes.
Trixie and Discord definitely have a love-hate relationship.
I wonder if Discord is offended by that, or if he's just like, it's Trixie.
I see what you're doing.
And you don't have a clue. You'll send her off and teach her things that she'll learn when she's 2. She is an adult, Twilight. There's magic in her horn. But if you don't teach her the right things, her good will turn to scorn.
Impressive.
I just made all that up. Was I good?
What's the chorus?
Is Twilight a good teacher? She doesn't have a a clue.
Yeah, wasn't that bad.
Bubbles coming from?
I wouldn't drink
Or
that
just off
after
the top of his
Discord
head.
is bathed in it.
Man, I poured out 2.
I can't wait to tell Fluttershy and the others.
Discord, no!
Discord, yes.
And there's Berry Punch teaching the CMC the important things about college. How to do jello shots.
Yes.
Those muffins look familiar.
I'm glad they're saving budget by reusing assets. That's literally the same fucking muffin they used since season 1.
Are you reading during a party? Again?
That's a regular occurrence for Twilight? That's sad.
She mastered this.
Ah, that must be the baiting paper.
She taught me about this.
Wow.
Reverse cowgirl. Wait, what?
Princess Celestia had it all figured out for me. That's it.
Something about that was so adorable, just the way she went and ran off with it.
Oh my god, Twilight finally figured out that she should pass on her problems to Celestia, much like Celestia does to Twilight. Twilight has learned.
So you have an overachieving student. Sounds familiar.
So you have an overachieving student. Sounds familiar.
Luna.
Sunset. Shimmer. Oh, you thought it was about you? No.
You of all ponies would know what to do.
Well, you know, just kind of fade into
I
obscurity.
don't know if
and
Sunset's
stop
much of
doing
an
stuff. Let me do everything for
overachiever,
you.
exactly.
I mean, you were me and I was Starlight.
Okay, hold on. If you're you and she's her, who am I?
If you were Starlight, then I'd be Rainbow Dash, and Rainbow Dash would be Fluttershy, and Fluttershy would be Applejack, and Applejack would be Rarity, and Rarity would be Mr. Cake, and Mr. Cake would be...
Oh my god, get on with it!
When I was your student and you were in this place, you... Oh no. You sent me to Ponyville, which means it's time for me to send Starlight Glimmer away.
Yes!
Uh-huh.
I knew this season was going to be good.
Finally.
So she's
Wow.
not going to be a main character anymore? Alright. I mean, she wasn't part of the main 6 to begin with.
Half the fandom rejoices, the other half mourns. I think that's how divided everyone is on Starlight.
The episode that I decided to give Starlight a chance really is...
Hold it! Okay, so Twilight was sent away so that she could learn friendship, which is an important thing. If you remember the first episode, that's why she was sent away. You know, friendship is magic and she needs to save the world and such. But this isn't the same case as Starlight, though.
No, it's not.
Starlight needs to be sent away because... Isn't it? Oh, so
That's
she
kinda
learned
why she isn't in
friendship.
there.
She's already learned friendship because that's what the whole previous season was about. So therefore, no, she doesn't need to do that. Sorry.
No, she doesn't.
Just I broke your plot. But I'll watch you anyway because your animation is pretty. Busted.
Only you can make that decision.
No, only you can prevent forest fires. Stupid Princess Celestia still doesn't understand. That's why there are so many forest fires in Equestria.
But your heart knows what's right, even as it hurts.
Can't you see I don't want you anymore? Get out of here!
Where are you gonna send her?
To the moon! Season 1 jokes are the best.
Oh, Spike. Princess Celestia's had enough of your horse apples.
Gonna send her to the human world. Equestria Girls 7.
I'm sending her to Tartarus. Oh wait, sorry, Tartarus. Tara. Tartarus.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. See what this is.
I was expecting there to be a third oh boy for some reason.
Whatever Twilight's planning for Starlight is going to be so exciting.
Wonder why she didn't tell any of us about it.
Oh my gosh! That's totally the Family Guy theme song. All right, who did this? Was it William? Was it Stefan? Who did the background music in this episode? And did you realize that you were copying the theme song to Family Guy? Did you realize it?
That's so exciting!
Everyone is getting incredibly close in this episode. Pinky and Rarity are touching noses.
When has Twilight not had a plan?
Season 7?
Whenever whenever she freaks out, it's because she doesn't have a plan, and she freaks out all the time.
Yeah.
It's given the changelings an opportunity to revolutionize their society.
Oh my god, Twilight said revolutionize the instant her arm went up like this.
That's great.
Cool spell.
That's new. That's new. That's cool.
Oh shit, you killed all of us.
We are the ghosts of Christmas past!
I like it. It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, the new one, where suddenly recluse Beast who conceals himself within the castle has a book that can magically transport him anywhere. Yeah, I didn't get that part.
Thorax and I are going to show
Okay,
you how to
that does sound pretty weird.
How does that translate to a sex joke? Stop it.
Everything, it's compromise. You stop it.
You stop it.
You stop it.
Yeah.
I want to have honeysuckle nectar for lunch.
I would like a sandwich. Oh no, what should we do?
Freaking class A acting right there.
This is great. I would like a sandwich.
Attack! The winner gets to choose!
I like that one. I want that one to be in charge.
I like your spunk, kid.
Kill everyone until there's nobody left and eat all their hearts!
Trial by
Okay.
stone! Trial by stone! Trial by stone!
I love it. I love that even though they still look like that, they've got that, like, pardon the pun, hive mind.
It's good to know that our reformed homicidal hive mind is still at least a little homicidal.
Everybody else is like, yeah, great idea. I mean, I do that, and I mean, that's a perfect solution. Attack, duh.
Or Thorax and I can talk about it and come up with a solution that works for every pony.
Yes, come up with a solution that works for every pony. Freaking racist.
Freaking liberals. Just fight, for crying out loud.
How do you feel about honeysuckle and peanut butter sandwiches?
Why, that sounds delicious.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
Why, that sounds
Yeah.
disgusting. Compromise.
You know what? That reminds me.
But what if you're allergic to honeysuckle, huh? What if honeysuckle gives you the hives and you can't eat it, huh? It's like going out for pizza and everyone's like, why don't we get half pineapple and half pepperoni, and then a little bit of the pineapple gets on the pepperoni and you didn't realize it because you just ate all the pepperoni and now you got allergic reaction, you're freaking spaz now, huh? How do you feel about that? Compromise my ass.
Yeah, okay, see what happens when you try diplomacy? You turn into a weird frickin' bug thing. This is your body. This is your body on diplomacy. Any questions?
Compromise.
Shut up!
This is Twilight's fantasy, Spike. There is no wrong way to fantasize.
Oh, this line.
This is Twilight's fantasy? Yes! Where am I? I don't see myself.
This is Twilight's episode, Spike, so shut the hell up.
I'm suddenly depressed.
There is no wrong way to fetishize. I mean, fantasize.
Oh.
Spike, this is like Twilight's fantasy. If you don't like it, get out. Rude.
Yeah, no wrong way to fantasize.
Okay. Got some Twidash here.
Ever touch me again. Stop. God damn it, just play the fucking thing.
Starlight Glimmer is a most apt and perspicacious pony.
I think it means she's very sweaty. She needs to put on more deodorant.
She's perspiracious.
Definitely a Twilight fantasy.
It would only take one changeling to deviate from the pack.
Way to be racist, Twilight, just assuming one's going to be bad.
Oh, no, here we go. Oh, can't just have an easy answer. We gotta talk some more.
See-through.
I think it's pretty cool. I wish I had see-through wings. Invisible ones, like these stupid things. Ugh. They always get in the way and no one believes I have them.
I'm so glad I'm a pony. Are you like bugs or what?
She just said what all of us have been wondering. I don't blame her.
Never mind, I take it back, Twilight. Starlight's racist. Wait a minute, but that's a changeling. But this is Twilight's fantasy. So, she's still racist. Never mind, I don't take it back. Twilight, you're racist.
That's great.
Dang! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! They're actually dead. They are really dead. Whoa.
Yeah. Pretty violent Twilight fantasy.
There she is! Get her!
And then she died.
I can't just send her off to Celestia knows where without thinking it through.
I was not aware that I was an expression.
She's becoming self-aware.
Good job, Twilight. You fucked up 1,000 years of inside jokes.
Sure you didn't, Celestia. Sure you didn't.
I guess Celestia never had heard that before, being God and all.
See, okay, that's something I actually like. I like when deities or other things just realize, oh yeah, I've
She's
been around. I'm
really not a god in any way.
Oh, I didn't realize on an expression. Oh, mother of me, am I right? Or something like that.
Hold it! No. Celestia knows where. Okay, so that phrase is obviously taken from God knows where. The idea is that, like, when you say God knows where, that you've lost something. It's like, oh, I've lost my keys. They are God knows where. The idea is that you don't know where they are, but God does, because God knows everything. In this case, you've transferred it to a ponyism, saying Celestia knows where, and the joke is that Celestia is saying, oh, I didn't know that was a phrase. But you are right, I don't know where. When you say Celestia knows where, that implies that Celestia does know where. Therefore, if Celestia doesn't know where, and she's saying it like, oh, I don't know where, then you've screwed up, you did it, you're busted! You incorrectly...
I think we're overthinking it again.
Incorrect.
For even I don't know the answer.
Just a joke.
I am useless in this plot line.
Rethink.
It's reminded me of Think from Winnie the Pooh.
I can send Starlight to the Dragonlands.
Come on, freaking send her to the Griffins, man. We don't get enough love.
I don't really trust her in the land of knives, so I'm gonna trust her in the land of WMDs.
Probably because we don't love very many things, and we take a lot. We're very greedy. We take money, and we kind of suck. Why'd you make us suck? By the way, for those who don't know, I was Black Griffin long before the show came along and ruined Griffins.
Oh.
Amber!
Well, you got Gabby at least.
SpongeBob.
Alright, we get to see best character from last season. Is that like supposed to be like the beginning of Predator or something?
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I like that, bro. Get those biceps in there, bro.
This is great. Twilight's fantasies are so, like, stereotyping. Amber! Starlight! We're dragons! Amber!
Ready to do some death-defying dragon stuff? Aw, Tubular!
Tubular! Frickin' lame-o.
I love it! I love it! This is fun.
Cha! That's like totally tubular, dude. They've turned into shining armor.
And while we're at it, play basketball with redneck accents or something. God, everything about that was wrong.
And Kelly Sheridan had way too much fun voicing this episode.
That doesn't sound anything like Ember or Starlight.
Who knows what their dynamic would be, Spike?
Shut up, Spike. Don't you judge my fanfiction.
Spike's like, dragons don't act like that. And she's like, who knows how dragons act? He's like, no, I know how dragons act. And that's not how dragons act.
Ow.
Oh! Powerful!
Unicorns, OP, Hasbro, please nerf.
Okay, low-key, I kind of would want a show on that. It'd be like extreme dinosaurs fused with dragon tails. That'd be such a dope combination. I would actually watch that. They like did a spin-off.
Freaky.
Not everyone can relate, but if you've ever tried virtual reality, you know just how freaky that is.
The Feast of Fires, the Dragon Bowl, Coachella.
Really, really hoping they get Metallica.
So which convention is going to be the first one to call their concert Clawchilla?
Coachella is like Coachella, except more weed and less music.
This year's Dragon Bowl, Detroit Manticores versus the Baltimore Ravens. I got Detroit 10-1.
I could be there for a really long time.
Whoa, that's a big dragon!
That's the former Dragon Lord.
Trying to recite names in front of non-bronies.
Star, cool light star! Beautiful, Vincent. Even when you're not trying to sing, you sing.
Sunset Shimmer? Twilight Sparkle?
Star, Colite, Star. Faggot.
Hey,
Okay.
let's not fault him at that. I fuck up his name all the time.
What was his name again?
Wait a minute. Twilight is also imagining the dragons being this way. So she's also racist against dragons.
Yeah.
And Spike is like right there. So in this episode, we're learning that Twilight is actually really racist.
Well, coleslaw, obviously. That's what they do at Coachella.
What?
And then she died. This is another good thing for her.
I know that this scene cut away before we could see it, but she just literally watched Starlight die. That's gotta be a little bit traumatizing.
Is that how the season starts? Like, images of her falling into pools of lava?
Oh my god.
It's a good start. I like it.
Now, who would ever want that to happen to Starlight?
Wow.
I wanted to see her die!
Terrible.
It like took me a second to process my brain to realize that, oh my god, Starlight just jumped into a volcano. Holy shit.
Oh crap, we're about to die. What do? Falling into lava for a minute. There's no escape for me now. Oh, Discord's hugging me. I'll just teleport away because this is an inconvenience.
She could just stop herself from falling into a pit of lava.
Thank you.
What if she didn't realize it was happening?
Like me?
Someplace safe. I could send her to the Crystal Empire to continue her magical studies with Sunburst.
Magical studies.
Where Sombra is. Wait a minute.
I think the Crystal Empire is one of the least safe places. If anything happens to that crystal heart, every pony dies.
Try placing your horn directly on the potion and picture the clock you wish to make.
Did you hear that?
Picture the what?
And picture the clock you wish to make.
Oh! Clock.
Yeah.
Oh, clock.
I re-listened to it like 3 times and I cannot unhear him saying cock.
A demon!
Never heard it that way.
3,
But,
2, 1.
I never would have thought to combine Star Swirl's apparition spell with Spatium Flexibus.
Okay, we're all waiting for the part where it's Penificus Inserticus.
I ship them so much. Just kiss already.
No.
Especially when they start attempting the other stuff that guys and girls often do together. Algebra. Man.
Yeah.
We all know that these horses are gonna...
What would happen if we added Somnambulus Tempus Objectus?
But don't forget to honorific abilitudinatatabus, otherwise you'll numino-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis yourself.
You would think unicorn research was so much risk involved, like destroying like the entire world and all that. You'd think there'd be a bit of oversight and like a controlled environment for those kind of experiments, not just someone's house.
If we do it just right, it should allow us to materialize an object that was lost in the past.
Oh shit, man, they're gonna bring back elephant trunk jeans.
What the hell are elephant trunk jeans?
I don't
Yes,
know.
Wicca! I knew it! Oh my gosh! They actually did that!
This is a scarily good representation of how my appetite is when I'm at conventions.
Starlight Sunburst, Smart Cookie, Star Swirl the Bearded. Canon.
Ordinarily, I would say that was a really cool scene. But there's just one big problem with it.
It's a little misleading that this episode was advertised with that scene of her being sucked into the black hole. Like
Oh, it was?
That wasn't even really a major part of the episode. That was kind of deceptive, just covering.
Yeah, that really would be.
The entire premise
Very deceptive.
of the advertisement for this episode was something that
I didn't know they did
even
that.
actually happen, and that's cheap. That is very cheap.
Yeah. Not cool.
I like that. That's kind of funny. That he says Starlight no, as Twilight does, because he's in her head. He's a figment of her imagination. Inception.
Didn't happen.
But it could.
And it will.
At this point, isn't Celestia aware that Twilight is just not fit to run a damn kingdom? Come on!
I just don't think
Well,
I
she
can
doesn't
send
really
her
run a
anywhere.
kingdom. She.
What am I gonna do?
You have 6 other friends!
Celestia just became best pony.
Well, she was already pretty close to that.
Alright, Celestia, you troll. I don't know, that definitely made me laugh.
Full samurai! Ha 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 ha!
Okay, I did not think to compare Celestia to Aku, but...
You're having a panic attack.
You're kind of an idiot.
What a bitch. Jesus Christ.
It's so weird to hear Celestia laughing so much. Gosh. It's kind of awkward.
Yes! Thank you, Celestia! Thank you!
Are you laughing at me?
This is the best season premiere ever.
Oh, Twilight, I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Yes, I'm laughing at you, Twilight, because you're so dumb.
Season 7's gonna be a good one, guys.
I can't believe you're laughing at me.
Every grown man back in 2010 and 2011 when they told their friends that, oh man, this My Little Pony show actually is kind of dope.
Yeah, I'm laughing at you because you're incredibly racist.
You laughing at me?
Let me tell you a story.
Sit down like a puppy. That's really cute.
Celestia's telling a story. Everyone, sit down and shut up.
Now this is a story all about how I turned your life upside down. Not like we'll ever see MLP parody that.
Once upon a time,
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
there was a girl who was raised by dragons, but she wanted to actually fight
Might
witches.
actually react to that at some point.
So she had to go to an academy to learn how to fight witches.
And I need to read that too.
Yeah. it's too far.
Larson's book.
She was truly one of my best students.
She raises the sun. She rules an entire kingdom. And she teaches elementary school. Yes, Princess Celestia is an actual goddess.
Is that correct?
Wait, no, shut up. I'm sorry. What? Sun plus lollipop plus rainbow equals 2.
Of course!
I may be an engineer, but even I didn't know that.
If the sun represents Celestia and the lollipop represents Pinkie Pie, the rainbow represents Rainbow Dash, that would have to equal 3. Unless Celestia and Pinkie Pie are the same character.
Are you talking about
Only just...
Twilight?
Wow, that's...
No!
I can't see what you're thinking about.
Mind-blowing revelation.
Twilight just did a spell where Spike could see everything. And Celestia's not doing that right now? Why? Can't Celestia do, like, stuff that's, like, infinitely better than what Twilight can do? So why isn't she doing that to show Spike right now? Is she just really just not that powerful, and we just don't know?
Miss Twilight, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?
I noticed that
Okay,
a pursuit
got
of
it.
academia was
Bit of a
preventing her
Snape
from
impression
reaching
there.
her full
Why not?
potential.
Feed me, Seymour.
Full potential.
Okay.
Do you not
All
see
of the
giant
references.
magically generated flower?
Lyra's standing on the table, standing like a human.
You mean it was keeping her isolated and alone?
Yes, Spike. She was a total loser.
Oh, she's an introvert. That's the problem. You either have friends or you're smart. I guess I'm a genius.
I must send her away.
Hey, Twilight, do you like bananas?
I think Celestia literally turned the moon around to make that shot look good. Because it's not usually turned that way.
I knew there was a special group of fillies in Ponyville.
Special like they're really cool, or special as in they would lick the volleyball in gym class?
She knew they were special because they were always followed around by television cameras.
This is a really Celestia-heavy episode, which, granted by the title, I shouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah.
But it's kind of refreshing.
Okay, look, I actually really want to see this episode where, like, just the prequels before Twilight showed up, because when Twilight showed up, it was just like, okay, I'm a grown filly and I'm trying to deal with it. I really wanted to see how everyone met each other before Twilight got into the picture. You know, like how Pinkie and Applejack and Fluttershy and all these guys, like all these people from different cliques, just became really good friends with each other. I guess through Pinkie, like that to me would be a good episode. So take note, Hasbro.
It's a bit of a throwback.
I always thought that they didn't really know each other
We're
that
gonna
well
see
before Twilight came, but...
Back in the day, pre-season 1, what a cute little
Because season 1, they act like people who are only just getting to know each other.
Worst of all, what
With
if
some
she doesn't get
exceptions. I
along
mean,
with
Rainbow
anybody?
and
Maybe
Fluttershy have known each other forever.
What if the other ponies don't like her? Especially that Fluttershy. She'll bully her.
Are we supposed to say something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a great little scene.
Funny. Is she talking to herself? Yeah, she does that all the time. Just get used to it.
No, guards are always supposed to stand there idly.
Hey, mindless drones, just keep standing there.
I kept you in Canterlot longer than I should have.
I think we always assumed Celestia had a plan for Twilight because she's thought to be this all-knowing and special character. But now that we see just how normal she really is, she rather comes off as a creepy control freak.
Eventually, I realized all the anxiety I felt was because I
had gas.
I have 1,000 years of back taxes to the IRS.
I didn't want you to go.
Oh, so it has to do with selfishness.
You know, it's funny, like, I'm a personal trainer, so, like, when I train my clients and then they, like, go off and, like, I've given them this new, like, worldview of how to train and properly, stuff like that, I'm always kind of like, a part of me feels pride, but a part of me feels sad. I'm generally so proud that someone's able, like, I taught someone how to become a stronger, better person. So, like, I feel what Celestia feels and what Twilight's feeling right here. Because, like, you know, training someone and letting them become stronger and seeing them just grow off and, like, get their own gaze. It's just, it's beautiful, beautiful. I love this. I love this, like, little mentor to a disciple thing going on here.
This scene will rip your heart out for anybody who has moved out on their own for the very first time. Remember, your parents love you, and I expect all of you to call them. Today.
Really?
No, you're a loser. I didn't want you around at all.
That would be great.
If you made friends,
But no.
you wouldn't need me anymore.
And that's exactly what happened. So Twilight, don't send her away, or you're going to become as obsolete as Princess, what's your face?
Celestia, nobody needs you anymore.
Wouldn't need me in the show anymore, which is kind of the truth, guys.
I mean, we've never really needed you.
I will always need you.
I think Starlight Glimmer might feel the same way about you.
Look at that. Another friendship lesson. Yay.
That is what you're afraid of.
Maybe it is. Just a little.
Oh, it definitely is. Like a lot.
Shut up, Spike. You're a male.
Here we are after all these years, Twilight.
After all these years, that kind of hits home, because it really has been all these years for those of us in the fandom for multiple seasons.
We are living proof that letting someone spread their wings doesn't mean you no longer have a place in their lives.
Actually, she doesn't have wings yet.
And with that, Nicole Oliver has just told the entirety of the Brony fandom that they still love us. And they'll be there for whenever you want to come back. You can go do your Samurai Jacks, you can go do your Steven Universes, your anime, but they know they will be there when you want to return. Either that or I'm just...
Or you can just try and do it all.
Savvy.
You can always make her write you letters.
You lonely, lonely pony.
If that's the reason that she's been writing letters, then why did she stop and Celestia just accepted her stopping doing that?
Dear Princess Twilight, being on the road with Trixie can be a struggle. Sometimes the cart gets stuck in the mud, and she has me wear this degrading magician's assistant outfit.
Spike was just quite tickled with that one, won't you?
I may have let it slip that you'd be unveiling your big plan for Starlight tonight.
Hey, he's con-vlogging.
Discord has just been like an ass this episode.
Yeah.
Yes, we get it. You're an asshole.
Oh my god.
Jeez,
He's a bit too much in this one.
Discord, he really likes to stir.
You weren't coming up with a plan just now, were you?
Every panelist at BronyCon ever.
No, you idiot! She was making a really long and boring episode with Princess Celestia, who we almost forgot about, until today, when we remembered why we almost forgot about her.
If I could have every pony's attention.
And the other characters in the room that aren't ponies!
And I'd hoped she'd be my pupil for a long time yet to come. But it turns out that's just not meant to be.
Stock audience gasp.
Le gasp!
It's like the Wilhelm scream of collective gasping.
Oh, in this shot, both Katie Cook and Andy Price are in the shot. See if you can find them.
Kind, loyal, strong, honest.
Brave, strong, and true.
Stupid, oppressive, Hitler-esque, dictator,
3 cheers for Starlight Glimmer on her
Leaving the show! Hip hip, yes!
graduation day.
Hip hip away. Hip hip.
That wasn't 3 cheers.
Wow, I was not expecting this.
Neither were we, but believe me, we are not upset.
How do you want to celebrate? Girls' trip to Las Pegasus?
Trixie, that movie doesn't come out for a few more months.
Thorax gets like lost on the roof and like fucking Trixie finds a baby and stuff. It'd be kind of cool actually.
We can throw you a changeling.
I'd watch it.
Gourd Fest?
Changeling Gore Fest.
Gore Fest?
It's not like a fetish thing, is it?
Either one sounds interesting. One more than the other.
I'm hoping he's going to explain this in the next few seconds. Otherwise, I'm going to make up what a Gourd Fest is, and it's probably not going to be the same thing.
It's more fun than it sounds.
Yeah, I'm going to make up something. They throw gourds at each other. You thought I was going to go sexual, but I didn't. It's what they do with the gourds after that's sexual.
I do appreciate that Thorax's awkwardness hasn't changed despite his transformation from beast to Prince Adam.
Dude, I really like Thorax, even though he looks...
I know a trick that'll turn Celestia's castle into cheese. Do you think it's a good idea? That's just the first of many cheese jokes if we go down this path.
Oh, I hate you.
Please go down that path. I need cheese jokes in my life.
And this is why you're provolone all the time, Discord.
Oh, stop. Don't encourage them.
Cheese Lestia? Huh.
This is why nobody wants to free you.
Stop.
I'm funny.
I think they were stringing that joke along just a tilted long time. Stilson, I'm a bit peckish. I wonder if I've got some camembert around here somewhere. That's right. I've just eaten it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks. What the fuck, Twilight?
Believe me, I've thought long and hard about this.
Believe me, I spent a whole entire 5 minutes thinking about this. You're ready.
I'm not ready to leave. Oh, good, because I'm not ready for that either.
What? You're gonna make me get all invested in a character I'm only just starting to like, and then throw it all back in our faces and say everything prior is for nothing? What was the point of this episode?
Twilight is an enabler. Like, oh, I'm gonna send you off to go do your thing, and then when she's like, I don't think I'm ready. You're not.
I have a feeling that a lot of the fandom was ready for her to leave.
I wasn't actually ready to advance the storyline.
Are you serious? This whole episode setting up goodbyes, Spinkle Spankle, and we're keeping her? Way to get my hopes up and dash them against the rocks like the waves in the Pacific.
The plot of the episode was Twilight figuring out where Starlight should go. The resolution is Starlight's not going anywhere. Oh my god, this whole episode was pointless.
Okay, now
Yeah,
put yourself
kinda.
in Starlight's position right here, okay? Like, your teacher, your home and board as well, pretty much say, okay, you graduate, so, skedaddle, alright? But, I mean, how would you feel in that situation? Like, Twilight, I actually kind of like it here, there's a muffin place right down the street, Pinkie Pie's parties are awesome, Fluttershy's right there, we can talk, Rainbow Dash and me could go exercising, Applejack got those great apple pies, Rarity hooks me up with dresses, she's freaking baller, and it's just, I don't want to leave, like, I can understand that, like, I guess it's tough, man.
It was going to be a congrats on getting a Medal of Honor present.
She got a Medal of Honor? Oh, you kidding me? I thought it was a pink heart. A purple heart and a Medal of Honor are not the same.
Yeah, that's...
Can't they make up their mind?
Yeah.
Is the Equestrian pink heart that occurred? There's a Medal of Honor.
I honestly don't know at this point.
Bit of inconsistency there.
This continuity is starting to bother me.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, all they could have done is just, opened up the closet where they keep Nicole Oliver and said, hey, we had you say
I think what they're doing is using Medal of Honor as a generic term here.
But then I was afraid it would have to be a going away present, but now it's I couldn't be happier to stay present.
Those were Photoshop too.
That's a cute picture of her and Trixie.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's some great fan art.
Where's a picture of Thorax? Where's a picture of Discord? Twilight?
Only picture of Trixie.
Over your dresser. I know.
That's all she needs.
You were in my room with...
my permission?
I may not know what comes next for you, but whatever it is, I promise I'll always be there for you.
Now let's touch horns gingerly.
Unless she writes you off the show Twilight, and it becomes Starlight's, as the main character, which, I don't know, guys, is kind of something I've been noticing, so it's possible that they might be phasing Twilight out of the show. Just saying.
And then this.
What the hell is this thing?
Oh my god, it's like a Henry Hoover with a face.
Whoa, what's that? Oh! Merchandise!
Alright, how much will that toy cost, huh?
I don't know.
He looks like that.
I didn't watch Teletubbies.
I did.
That right there is a Mr. Bucket. I've seen these before. This is actually like a little game you would play as a kid with a bucket with wheels going around sucking up balls.
Kind of remember the ad for that.
I had a really fun childhood.
And yeah, they really did spend an hour on just that episode.
I'm pretty sure that managed to be the least epic season premiere I've ever seen for MLP. But I'm not saying that in the sense of it being bad, just different.
And thus starts season 7, the season of feels. I feel it coming.
It obviously kind of set up the season 7. It was fun to see some of the characters through like the thought process, but it's definitely different than what we've seen in the past as far as season premieres go. So, see what season 7 has in store.
That was the conflict resolution?
Yeah.
Just completely ignoring the problem?
Yep.
So the whole episode was completely worthless?
Pretty much.
GG, Hasbro. GG.
I still liked it.
There. I did it. I went through a whole Starlight Glimmer episode without making a single Starlight Hitler reference.
Well.
You're still here? Go away. The video's over.
Great way to end it. So, yeah. I think that, I don't know. This one didn't have really as good a pacing as usual. I think it could have used some more cuts. It probably had too many people in it as well. But, yeah, it just seemed to go too slow through the episode. Like, they spent too much time on every little thing. And, this one episode really didn't need a full hour to it. It's over twice as long as the actual episode that it was a reaction to. And I think when you get to that point, it's a bit much. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of amusing stuff in here, and I did have fun watching the video. I just think it was a little slow, and it could have really, like, used a bit more editing, just getting down to the good parts. And, because there was a lot in there that didn't really need to be there, I don't think. There were a lot of reactions that weren't really all that special, and a lot of stuff that was just kind of forced feeling. And, I don't know. I do think that, yeah, they probably did have too many people. And, that gets to be a problem, I think. But yeah, there was some fun stuff there, and most of the personalities are still pretty fun. Though, I mean, all of the Starlight hate, that still kind of gets to me. It feels almost like maybe these people are starting to become a bit distant from what the fandom actually is at this moment in time. I don't know. But, I know there are people who don't like Starlight, but just that so many of them would be in that boat, it just feels like it's not really a good reflection of what you typically see. But yeah, it was still a fun video, and these are well made and pretty enjoyable. I mean, I watched the whole thing for an hour, and I wouldn't do that if I disliked it. But yeah, I do think this one could have been shorter. And also just this episode, that's another problem. This episode just isn't as interesting as some episodes. I mean, it does have its moments. Celestia is awesome, and I really love everything that has to do with her in it. But, yeah, the other stuff, it is ultimately, it's fun, all the fantasies, but it's kind of pointless, as they said, as they kind of harped on. And it was just sort of this artificial situation that was, like, brought up by Discord. And, yeah, I don't know. It is kind of also disappointing that it was just this one episode, because All Bottled Up was such the superior episode, and I would have honestly rather heard their thoughts on that one, just because it is a much like more interesting one, a much more entertaining one. But yeah, I guess it was just this one, and that's fine. But yeah, some pretty good reactions. I don't know if anyone really stood out to me too much this time in terms of just being my favorite reactor or anything. Yeah, I mean, no one really annoyed me too much either. I mean, they all had their moments where they kind of did. Black Griffin, ACRacebest, the people who usually, at least at some point, annoyed me still, and this one did, but they weren't completely disliked the whole time or anything. Yeah, I don't really know if I had a favorite exactly. And some people, I don't know if they really contributed all that much. Little Shy, I don't think he had really a strong showing there. Kind of got lost in the shuffle, as did some of the others. But yeah, still a pretty good video, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.